What's up, Roamies? Mike R back at you with maybe a wild vibe, probably more of a wonderful vibe. And I have got some street credit today because I am recording this while on M22, the iconic highway that connects all these beautiful towns of Lake Michigan in the Lake Michigan Circle. Now, today, where I'm going to take you is to the top of the Traverse Bay. Most people are pretty familiar, if they've ever been to Michigan, especially the upper lower peninsula of Traverse City. It's the biggest town slash city far and away in the area, known for its wineries, breweries, kayaking, all sorts of those fun outdoor adventure vibes in the town. But littered around are these beautiful, much, much smaller towns. And at the very top of the Traverse Bay, while Traverse City is at the bottom of the bay, sits the Grand Traverse Lighthouse, which is our first stop on today's Roamie. So you're going to go all the way to the top of the bay, to Lake Leelanau State Park. You're just going to head out on that same road that I'm already on, M22, and literally you're going to drive until you hit Lake Michigan. Actually, you're going to hit a visitor center by the state park. They're going to charge you an entrance fee, yada, 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 but you kind of get the drift. Once you get there, this lighthouse was put together in pre-Civil War to prevent the massive amounts of shipwrecks that have been happening and still continued to happen for years in the Great Lakes. It's a really beautiful and cool place to go see. You kind of feel like you're on the edge of the earth, which in a way you are. But what you're going to do here, you can go to the top of the lighthouse. You can take some cool photos. You can walk around Lake Michigan. You can tour the museum. You can go into where the fog machine was, the fog signal, I should say. There's not a fog machine at the top, but there is a fog signal room to try to prevent shipwrecks from happening. So that's your first stop on the tour. Second stop, let's catch a little wild vibe. Of course, we got to have something outdoor going on in here. We're going to head just a few miles south. Leelanau State Park literally has one place where you hike, and it is called the hiking trailhead. If that's not easy for you, I don't know how much simpler it can get. Pretty cool options, though. Several different options. And I'll tell you what, when I hiked here, I felt a little bit of Pacific Northwest vibes going on. These are not the dunes that make Sleeping Bear famous or the turquoise water. This felt a little eerie. You can do an intermediate loop, orange. It says red on the sign, but it's really painted orange. So try not to get thrown off on that. Around Mud Lake for 3.5 miles, or you can do the blue loop 2 miles, or you can combine them. There is a campsite at Leelanau State Park. Whether you decide to stay there or not will dictate what order you do my third option in this Roamie. Hit Tom's Food Market in nearby Northport, Michigan. Get some of their homemade guacamole and homemade tortilla chips, or grab yourself some from the Ann Arbor Tortilla Factory. Along with Tom's homemade guacamole, take it right over to Northport Beach, right there on the bay. Or if you're camping, you already have a beautiful spot right on Lake Michigan. This is one of the more, I think, overlooked and underrated spots of the whole Traverse Bay area and the Lake Michigan Circle towns. Hope you find yourself there one day and enjoy this beautiful, beautiful place on the edge of Lake Michigan. See you next time, friends. Thanks for roaming with us. Mike R. out of here.